I don't do this, it's gonna be a huge loss.
He's right about that.
It's okay.
It's not okay! I'm the guy who delivers!
Yeah, most of the time, you are. But, and I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, we can't all be right all of the time. Sometimes, you just gotta take a loss.
Wow, Axe saying to take a loss. You don't see that ever, do you? But I'm glad they put it in this episode. Now this episode, where this scene is from the Chicken Town episode, which I just talked about in our last video, which if you haven't seen, I'll put a link to our entire Billions playlist, which you should click that link, go check it out. But basically, I was talking about the Chicken Town episode. The trade they did didn't really make sense. But the part of the episode that really did make a lot of sense was this scene right here, where Axe is telling Dollar Bill that you gotta take the loss. And that is 100% true when it comes to markets. Now in Billions, for most of the show, they're showing you trades that work out really well, because I mean, that's what's more interesting, right? That's more fun. It's a drama. And they're showing you those trades in a lot of the episodes, right? In most of them, Axe is making some amazing play for a bunch of money. But in reality, hedge fund managers, investors, great traders, they are losing way more than they're winning. They are taking a lot of L's day after day. And that's because that's just the natural distribution that markets give out. So if you take like a year of market returns, you're gonna see that Mr. Market gave you 2 huge winners, 2 or 3, just basically a few, right? And the rest of the time you're getting loser after loser. And yet guys like Axe and real life hedge fund managers are somehow still able to make billions of dollars. So how is that possible? Well, that's because all these guys are making asymmetrical bets. So an asymmetrical bet is where you bet a little bit of money to make a ton of money. So say for example, you're making a trade where your risk is $1 million. So that means if the trade doesn't work out in your favor, you're gonna lose $1 million. But with the same trade or bet, if it does pay out, it pays $10 million if it goes right. So that, the fact that you're getting $10 million if you're right and you're only losing $1 million if you're wrong, that's an asymmetrical bet. So you could literally lose 10 times in a row, just keep losing and losing $1 million each time. So at the end you lost 10 million. But if on that 11th time you actually score, if the trade goes your way, then you make 10 million. So you end up breaking even. So that's the secret that all these hedge fund managers and great traders do. They make their risk and their downside very small, where their upside and reward is huge. And that's where you might hear the term risk to reward ratio. How much are you risking versus how much are you gonna get? So if you are a trader in the market and you're only taking those asymmetric opportunities, you're gonna be in good shape, because you're gonna be able to roll with the punches and take L after L and still be okay. So there are great, amazing traders and hedge fund managers. So their trades are losing more than half the time, but it's okay because those losses are small and their wins are huge, so it more than makes up for it. And I mean, that's what Axe does too. They don't show it in the show, but that's how it works. So if you want to be successful in the markets, you got to be able to take those losses, and you want to take that loss as quick as you can and move on. The worst thing you can do when you're faced with a loss is doing what Dollar Bill was about to do, because in that episode, he was about to take that quarantine chicken and throw it with the good chickens so that they would all get sick and die, and then his trade would actually work out. Now this is an extreme case, right? That is highly illegal, but it's a great example of a trader chasing a loss, trying to dig himself out of a hole when in fact all he's doing is digging himself deeper into the hole. And traders and investors do this all the time. They're not that extreme about it, like poisoning the food supply, but what a lot of investors do is they might be invested in a company and they see that company's stock price start to fall. So instead of seeing the stock price fall and be like, okay, I might have been wrong about this, maybe I should get out, they put more money in because they rationalize. They think, okay, no, this is still great, it's gonna work out, and if I buy more shares at this lower price, then it lowers my average share cost, and then when this thing turns around, I'm gonna make even more money. And the stock keeps falling and falling, and they keep piling more and more money in until they finally get out at the bottom and they lose way more than they would have if they just took the loss fast in the first place. Now, of course, it all depends on your strategy. I know there's dollar cost averaging and all that, but in a lot of cases, I see people just rationalizing. In the markets, you want to take your L fast. You want to cut your losses, and you know how the market distributes returns. You're gonna take a lot of losses, so you can't dwell on that one loss and screw with it and get yourself in even deeper trouble. And this is also where you might hear the term cut your losses and let your profits run. You want to cut your losses fast, take the L, and then when you actually hit something that's working, let it run. You could put more money into that if you want. That's how you're gonna get the outsized return that's gonna cover all those other losses. And again, this is what the best investors do in one way or another. And really, this is what you gotta do in life. You're gonna take a lot of L's in life, one after another, but all you need is a few wins to actually do well. And the people who dwell on their losses, well, they never get to their wins. Whew. Oh, Life lessons from Axe. I love it. So glad I could share this scene with you today. And if you like this and want more Billions content, you know I got that whole playlist. I'm trying to release these videos about Billions every other day. Will I run out of material? Maybe. Let's see. But you guys can help me not run out of material by posting down in the comments what you want to see, what you want me to break down, and I'll do my best to do it. And if you want to see those videos that I'm going to continue to release, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you get an email notification when they come out. And we're publishing every single day. So the days I'm not publishing Billions content, I'm publishing something else interesting about business, markets, whatever. No, it's not whatever. It's about business or markets. But okay, subscribe and I will see you in that next video. Stay fallible out there. Bye.